Hey everyone. Vedic culture is often linked to the Indian subcontinent, but ancient evidence suggests its influence reached far beyond, shaping ideas, beliefs, and practices across the Middle East. This hidden history reveals deep-rooted connections between distant civilizations. Long before borders were drawn, ideas traveled. From the chants of the Rig Veda to the deserts of Mesopotamia, Vedic culture left subtle traces in language, ritual, and myth. These connections are older than we think. Today, let's know about the history of Vedic culture in the Middle East. Let's start the video, but before that, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel and like this video. Starting from India and heading to the west, this area had strong contacts with ancient India from many years ago and is said to have been a part of Greater Bharatvarsha before the war of Kurukshetra, which is said to have been about 5,000 years ago. In the Ramayana, Valmiki refers to present-day Afghanistan as Gandharva Desh. Bharat's sons Pushkal and Taksha conquered this land, founding the cities of Pushkalavati and Takshashila, which is now in Pakistan. By the Mahabharata era, Gandharva Desh was known as Gandhar, the land of Queen Gandhari, who married Dhritarashtra of Hastinapur. After their defeat, the Gandharvas moved west and founded the Ganarajya republics, later expanding into the Avagana Rajas, a name that evolved into Avghanistan and eventually Afghanistan with the arrival of Islam. Around 250 BCE, Emperor Ashoka sent Buddhist monks to Afghanistan, leading to the rise of vihars, stupas, and the famous hillside Buddhas. After the 10th century, Islamic invasions reshaped this once Vedic and Buddhist region. Interestingly, even Panini, the legendary Sanskrit grammarian, hailed from Salatura in Afghanistan. The Mahabharata refers to Persia as a land of the Parsikas, often linked to the Parsu, axe-wielding warriors. Some believe this name traces back to those exiled from Bharatvarsha by Lord Parashurama, whose battle axe, Parasu, became symbolic. The name Persia is thought to derive from the Sanskrit root. Long before Lord Ramachandra's era, Parashurama led 21 campaigns to restore Vedic order, defeating unruly Kshatriyas across regions including Persia, which came under his rule. Historian E. Pocock also noted that ancient Persia was known as Parasika in his book India in Greece. He also noted that the Parasus, the people of Parashurama, the axe-wielding warriors from Bharat, had not only shaped Persia's name, but also left their mark on the region. After being banished from Bharatvarsha by Parashurama, the Persians or Parasikas eventually adopted Zoroastrianism with the arrival of Zarathustra. Interestingly, the Parsis in India are considered descendants of these ancient Parsikas and are linked to the Koknashta Brahmins of Maharashtra, who revere Parashurama at Chiploon in Konkan. Researchers on ancient migration explains that several Sanskrit-speaking Aryan clans moved west, settling in regions like Caria, Miletus, Lydia, Troy, and Phrygia by the early 3rd millennium BCE. Indian fables, legends, and literature reached the West and the Middle East as early as the 6th century BCE, leaving a significant influence. Early collections like the Buddhist Jatakas, Vedic Panchatantra, and Hitopadesha spread widely. The Shuka Saptati was translated multiple times into Persian as Tuti Nama, carrying Indian stories to Europe. These tales, woven into European literature, carried Indian motifs that persisted in medieval Europe, often unrecognized. In the mid-1800s, it was noted that no one could have imagined the inhabitants of the frozen regions of the Oxus and northern Indus colonizing the warm lands of Egypt and Palestine. Yet, these Indian tribes known as Surya or the sun gave their name to the vast province of Surya, which is now Syria. The Sumerians, considered some of the earliest residents of Mesopotamia, are believed to have originated from Bharatvarsha. They claim to have entered the Euphrates-Tigris Valley around 4000 BCE, bringing with them advanced elements of civilization, including a script and a code of law. While their original homeland remains uncertain, many researchers suggest that Sumerians were part of Vedic Aryan culture, meaning they likely came from Bharatvarsha. Discovery of inscribed tablets predating 3000 BCE bearing the Sanskrit names of Sumerian kings in Babylonia, such as Indaru, which is Indra, Baragu, which is Brigu, Kush, Mana, which is Manu, Dasaratta, which is Dasaratha, and others further suggest the Sumerians were of Indo-Aryan origin, having migrated from Bharatvarsha to Babylonia. Around 5,000 years ago, the Druhus ruled northwest Aryavrata. But after their defeat by the Purus, they migrated northwest, carrying their culture through Central Asia. The Vedic relics in these regions were brought by the Druhus, though they were largely diminished during the rise of Islam. Today, the Druhus are known as the Druze, who still practice elements of the Vedic tradition in Lebanon, Syria, Israel, and Jordan. The Druze have their scripture Kutub al-Hikmah, which is a wisdom book, a collection of epistles and correspondence among their great thinkers, including one called Epistles of India, suggesting some of their origins in India. Their philosophy reflects influences from the Quran, Greek thought, and Vedic teachings, particularly in their concepts of a transcendent God, reincarnation, and karma. The Druze are often considered an unorthodox sect of Islam, though many believe their roots lie in India, relating closely to Vedic teachings. Their scriptures describe a history spanning millions of years with regular divine avatars in human form and a belief in the transmigration of the soul. The late Druze leader Kamal Jumblat often praised Lord Krishna, the Bhagavad Gita, and other Vedic texts, and he spoke of Druze renouncing worldly life similar to sannyasas. The term Druze originated nearly 1000 years ago when Muslims, referring to the heretic El-Drazi, coined it to mock this sect. Some also claim their original scriptures were in Sanskrit, mentioning avatars like Buddha and Krishna. The evidence of Vedic influence in ancient civilizations across the Middle East and beyond paints a fascinating picture of cultural exchange and migration. From the ancient lands of Mesopotamia to Anatolia, the traces of Vedic traditions can be seen in religious practices, language, and philosophy. These discoveries not only challenge our understanding of history, but also highlight the deep, enduring impact of Vedic culture on the world. As we continue to explore and uncover these connections, the richness of our shared heritage becomes ever more apparent. Well, that's it for today. I hope you're liking Nerdies Discoveries. If this story sparked your curiosity, subscribe and keep exploring. May wisdom guide your path always. See you in the next. Bye.